everybody. Welcome.
Happy Friday.
Welcome.
If you're, loyal and watching this on Friday.
TGI Friday.
It's
Remember
the
that
weekend.
restaurant? Did that restaurant close?
Yeah, now it's a Village Inn.
Not to derail already. No, I'm just saying, like, the franchise
Oh,
in
no, that's still a
general.
thing. I think there was like a rumor they were going to change the TGI because it was, it said God in it. So it's just going to be Fridays.
I think they did that before they closed.
I don't know. I've seen one recently, and it's just as TGIF still. So TGI Fridays.
So I saw a meme. It's like, instead of that, it's like, yeah, it's kind of said that. It's like, yeah, I don't like it because it says God in the name. So it's like, here, fix it. And it's like, thank gosh, it's Friday.
Jesus.
It was good. But anyway, welcome to DVD Extras, guys. A little video that we do on Fridays to try and get more content out for you.
We
because
don't do this on
we
Fridays,
need
but we publish it on Fridays.
the likes and the views and the attention because we hate ourselves internally.
We also like you guys' opinions, so make sure you guys get those comments in there and talk shit about me because I know you guys do. Mark. I know baseball.
Do you, though?
And I'm not emotional, okay?
Do you, though?
Yeah. It's the one with the flat bat, right?
And it has the pillows?
Yeah. Like made out of cotton, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Polyester, maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, then you hit it, and then if you go into the net, it's a touchdown, right?
Mm-hmm. And then you have to...
But then you use like the little things, and like the
yeah,
players don't move.
and then you have to kick the puck through the field posts.
And then it's a penalty if you miss it.
Yeah, it's a penalty if you hit the
flux
penalty
capacitor.
box. Yeah.
God damn it. I can't even sound stupid talking about sports. That's how much I know about it. So, yeah.
Wow. All right. Anyway.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it's funny. We talked about this in the last one. About how we're getting interactions, but we're getting like from like our friends and family, but it's all through text. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's all
so
through
funny.
text
I
and
don't
shit.
mind it at all, but obviously like
Yeah.
have it through here. It helps us out a little bit more.
Gets a little more engagement. And there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube that we have to unlock via like views and engagement with our audience. It sucks. I don't know why they do this. Like, why? Why don't you just have all the things available? I don't understand, but
Some
whatever.
people don't deserve it, dude. Some people don't know how to like work with shit.
I guess. And we're certainly in that group.
So we haven't leveled up yet.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the idea of someone just buying like a product and like it's an expensive product and top of the line, and then they just like say, "Oh yeah, I'm a photographer or I'm a guitarist," or
Oh, that bothers me.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it bothers me a lot.
Like, holy shit, man! Like,
It bothers me. It's triggering my corona.
I remember like when I was living in Austin. This is like one of my favorite stories from Austin. It was like I went to an open mic to like try to get like in and start playing music in Austin, and there was this girl who was like brand new Taylor, like it had to be at least like $2,000 worth, like a beauty, and I was just like so jelly because I'm like, this is a really nice guitar, and then she ends up playing like that stupid Oasis song. Remember, I just like text you about it. I'm like, dude, fuck Austin, this place is terrible. Like,
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's playing Wonderwall. You're like, no, the other one. And I'm like, oh, because that's worse somehow. It's worse. I don't know how. It's worse.
it's like she was like thinking like, well, everyone plays Wonderwall, so maybe I should just learn Champagne Supernova instead.
Yeah, because it's such a better song.
Yeah.
Said nobody ever.
It was a good song until Oasis just got ruined by the same people that probably scream out Freebird.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, he is Wonderwall.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, it's funny to think about that. I've been in a situation
It's
recently.
pretty much what we do with video editing.
I mean, but even then, like, we still do a decent
Nicolas
job.
Cage.
Oh, yeah, dude, check out our last episode. Holy shit.
Last week's episode, not this week's episode.
No, this week's episode.
This week's episode.
No.
Yeah, oh, Kim. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Dates. But yeah, no, it's funny because it's like,
No, it's still last week because this is going out Friday of next week, not
Yeah.
Friday of this week. So it's last week's episode 24. This is episode 25.
oh, yeah, last week's episode.
I was right. G got me all confused.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, just like I was having this conversation with this one chick, and they're like, yeah, like, I'm a photographer now. And I look at her stuff, and I'm just like,
I like how I'm a photographer now. Like, you know, when a kid like shits in the toilet and wipes his
Yeah.
own ass, like, I did it. And you're like, cool. That's good for you.
yeah, that's the whole theory of just like, you're only as good as your ability is, not as good as the instrument is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks that like people have that validation of being like, I can spend money on this and be this.
Yeah, man. Like, I've said this opinion before, but I don't think anyone actually listened to it. But if we tell more kids they suck at playing music, we'd have less white girls playing ukulele.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just saying.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
When it sucks, man, like how do you have that conversation with someone who they think they're good at something and they're not?
You don't.
And
That's
whether
the problem.
whether
You
it's
just
like
don't.
whether like me saying that is ego driven or not, we've been in situations where like I've had someone like talk shit about my band to my face and saying they need me, and I'm just like, bro, you can't sing.
Yeah.
You're in a reggae band and you think you can sing and you fucking can't. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of like what we listen to random podcasts all the time, and like not like bigger podcasts, but more like localized podcasts, just to try and keep up and see if we're doing the right things. And there's a lot of them we listen to, and we're just like, bruh.
Why do you have a $3,000 mic?
Exactly.
Like,
it's like, God, come on, dude.
and it sucks because like it's certainly not like I'm not saying that we know everything, but we know, like we
know some things.
Yeah. And obviously, like our setup is not like top notch, but
Yeah, it's
that's how we
not.
wanted to get started. It's like we're not gonna spend a bunch of money on some shit that we're just gonna.
Yeah, my microphone
use.
is actual trash.
Yeah, mine's like 8 years old, like $90.
Yeah, but that's $90 8 years ago.
Yeah, so it's worst.
Yeah, but no, this microphone kind of sucks, dude. It doesn't really have a lot of distance on it.
I mean,
Kinda,
the noise
yeah.
canceling's pretty nice on it.
Yeah, noise canceling's cool, but
This thing picks up everything. You probably
maybe
heard
that's
me.
why it sounds better.
I don't know.
Sus. But yeah, anyway, you just don't have that conversation with those people because you just can't.
But no,
Because
I mean,
it
but like-
coming from you, who's an established musician who literally lives off of playing music, everything you say will just be like, oh, well, he must be jealous of me. It's like, no, you just fucking suck.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess for me, it just, I wish that there was a way to just talk to somebody like, listen, man, where you think you are, you're not. Like, you have potential, but fuck, like, tone it back a minute to kind of realize where you're at. I wish some people would tell me that. I honestly welcome like constructive criticism.
That's why we're friends, because
Dude,
I
no,
started
you're
off
right.
telling you
100%.
that, and then you're like, oh, cool, come to this show and let me know what you think. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Chris.
And I became his unofficial sound guy.
So Chris actually, when we first met, he was like the nicest, most like sincere, like, dude, I got
Yeah.
you. Like, hey, G's playing this show, and mirror. And somewhere in between then and like now, it's just like, fuck G, or like, I've seen G more than most people, fuck you. And it's just like the support's there, but it totally changed like how we support each other. So they'd be like, oh, dude, I'll be at your show. I was like, dude, fuck you, I'm not going to that shit, but then still show up.
Yeah,
Like,
still show up.
oh.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, it's hard, man. It's really hard because I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's the same thing where it's like you're trying to talk to somebody, and they're like, "Oh, like yeah, I play bass too. I've been playing bass for like 20 years." I'm like, "Cool, man, that's awesome." And he's like, "Yeah, but I also play guitar and drums and trumpet and keyboard." I'm like, "You haven't been playing bass for 20 years then." Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can learn other instruments for
You
sure,
dabble.
but if you spend more time learning other instruments than knowing your own instrument, then you don't really
Well, it's like-
play that instrument.
It's like when people ask me, they're like, what instruments do you play? And I'm just like, oh, I just play the guitar and I sing. I could easily just be like, oh, I play the piano and I play the ukulele and like all these things that I've like dabbled with, but I don't really like have like a finesse to it, you know?
Yeah, like if I list all the instruments I learned, I'll just sound like a fucking tool bag, you know?
I
'Cause
mean,
it's like,
more?
yeah, right? It's like, yeah, an entire like brass section in high school I played, like, because they're just literal transition instruments. Like,
Weird flex, but okay.
I wasn't even going to say them, but now I'll just start naming them. I played trumpet, I played tuba, I played flugelhorn, I played trombone.
Weird flex, but okay. That's okay. I played the clarinet in middle school.
That's fine. Yeah,
'Cause
I
I
never
could- 'cause I-
learned.
'cause
I
I
never learned to read instruments
Because I
don't know
couldn't
why.
play a saxophone because there was too many people that wanted to do it.
That's fair. If I were to like learn an instrument now, I'd probably pick up the saxophone.
Dude, the saxophone's sexy, man.
Not a sexy trumpet.
No, it's definitely sexier than trumpet, man.
No, it's not. Not in jazz.
Yes.
You like jazz? That's a meme. He's not in the meme culture. He doesn't understand.
Wow. That's all it sounded like. You sound like Owen Wilson on that one.
It's actually Jerry Seinfeld in the B movie.
Oh, it is. Yeah, he's like leaning on
Yeah.
the. Yeah, that's right. Okay,
Yeah,
that
right.
yeah, processing. But no, I mean it's funny because it's like I'm never going to be the one person that says that, but it just makes it hard when there's like musicians out there who will just trash on everyone else like that and just be like, dude, like, the fuck.
Yeah, we definitely know musicians who like be like, to us, not like publicly, but like, yeah, dude, this band fucking sucks. Like, whatever. It's like, bro, like, you quit your job and like moved in with your parents just to play music. No shade on that, but there's a lot of people that are still working like 40 hours a week and trying to get bands together. Like,
Yeah.
just because you were able to drop everything and start playing music full time doesn't mean you can shit on anyone else for not
Yeah.
being as good as you.
Well, it's funny, man. Like there was growing up in Greeley, where there was like there used to be a really cool scene here. I'm not sure what happened,
Yeah, I don't
but,
know. Well, I know kind of exactly what
but
happened.
there was like a lot of musicians that I'd see out there. So like Ben Pooh, like anyone from the crew for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of these great people, you're just like, I'm afraid to talk to you because you're like that good. And it slowly turned into just this admiration of like, no, they're actually really good musicians and they're really good
Yeah,
people.
really chill people.
And it's like people like that who have the talent but are still grounded and understanding that everyone has that struggle is awesome. But then you get those people again, and it's not even just with music, but just like photography or like artists or like business people or it's a whole spectrum of just like, oh yeah, well like here's like this expensive iPad that like can sell a home for me, or like I can send you, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like not
I got you.
going anywhere, but just like the cockiness, I'm just like, dude, you don't have the right to be cocky. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and like I don't know, it's weird because you've been playing for what, like
11
15
years.
yeah, like 11 10 plus years. I've been playing for almost 10 years in the scene, and like you were kind of saying, like, yeah, like meeting like Schoolie or Dave from Trichome, like it was super intimidating, but once you actually met them, they're such chill people, they're so supportive, and it's awesome.
I still have a hard time like with people like that sometimes because I'm just like, you're just so cool, like, and you're really good at what you do, like, why are you talking to me? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's so like even Ben Pooh sometimes I'm just like, I actually saw him this last Saturday at Gentry's and I was like, man, this guy's so good, like, holy shit.
Why are you my friend?
Yeah. Why do you like me? I don't know. But like those musicians are cool, but then there's some that they're either really good and they're fucking douchey so they can go fuck themselves, or they're really bad and they think they're good and they're douchey so they can then just
Also, themselves they shall fuck.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But like I feel like the scene back in the day was a lot tighter than it is now. Like all the bands
There's
were
no
cool with
scene
each
here,
other.
man. It's
I mean, is there a scene we're just not a part of it anymore? I don't know, man.
No, the only genres that play here are hip hop, country rap, and metal.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no in between now. I mean, because everyone's moved on, and I get that. But also, we live in a city that has an amazing music program.
Yeah, we have one of the like top ranked, or not top ranked, but ranked jazz schools in the country, and none of those kids are making bands like they used to. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, we can name like 6 bands that were all UNC kids.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
But
I don't understand what happened.
life, man. Everyone's
I
old,
guess.
and
But, like, old went away, which happens, but why hasn't it not got replaced? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Where are all the new bands coming up that are replacing
do
the
you
old
think
ones?
a lot of that has to do with just how easy it is to just record at home, or like,
could be,
or like
but
lack of like having to have instruments like?
But
like
it's
learning?
been like 3 or 4 years, man.
I think it's been like 5, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Like it
could be,
it's
but-
kind of shitty that like when you have like Friday Fest here, you can't like really sign up local bands unless it's like Ben Pooh and Crew or like Silver and Gold. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
And they're not really even local anymore. They're kind of like
I mean, yeah,
Denver based.
yeah,
now.
and so like good
Yeah.
for them. Like they're pushing for bigger and better things for sure. But there's I guess how do we fix that? You know? Mm-hmm.
How do we get more bands to be bands? I don't know. So on my parents' blog, there's this band. I think they're a band. I just see a bunch of people carrying like guitar cases and shit randomly, and I can vaguely hear them practicing,
Yeah.
but I only see them like once in a while.
I mean,
So I don't
guess-
know if they're actually trying to be I really want to go over there, but I don't want to be like that. Like, hey, what are you young kids doing? You're making some music. Can I sit in and listen to y'all?
Let some druggies.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I also
Yeah.
want to go hit him up like, hey, you need someone to record your demo.
Hey,
Anyway.
might as well, man.
Yeah.
But no, I mean the music scene it sucks. It doesn't suck. It's
Different. It's more singer-songwriter based, but even when it's singer-songwriter based, it's at not
A venue.
Yeah, the venue is just not a place to go.
We
hang
need
out
we
kinda
need to have
thing.
another show.
We need to find a band.
We have 2 out of the 4.
Yeah, the 4th one is the hardest one.
We have 3.
Just
I
make
guess.
Ben do it.
Ben won't do it.
I know.
He'll be like, "Well, let me play bass," and I'll be like, "I mean, sure." Have 2 bass players.
I can play lead bass. I have no problem playing lead bass. Why do you think I have the 6th string?
Overcompensation.
This is the solo string.
The bottom one.
That's technically the top one, but it's fine. You don't know your guitar
bottom
anatomy.
one.
That's technically the top one.
No, that's the first string, but that's the bottom of the strings.
No, it's technically the top one. That's the bottom one. That's the top one.
So wait, which one is facing down? Which one's the lowest when you're placing it down?
That one.
The red one.
That's the lowest string. Therefore, that's the bottom string. That's the highest string.
That's the
therefore
lowest.
the top string.
That's the bottom string because it's on the bottom of the fucking.
We've
thing.
had this argument
We have
before.
not. We have
Yes,
not.
we
No,
have.
we haven't.
When we
No,
were
we haven't. No, we
restringing your
haven't.
guitar.
No, we haven't.
The
Again,
top string.
I don't really listen to what he's saying. So
the top
it's fine.
string. Why am I peaking all of a sudden? That was
Because
weird.
you're yelling.
I'm not. I'm
You're
talking.
yelling.
I'm talking the same. Oh, I think it's the compressor was kicking in. But the top string, it's just really I say top. That's weird. But the highest playing string is the top string.
The highest playing string is the top string.
Yeah.
But that's
like
the
when you
thickest
go
one.
when you go up the neck, you're going down the neck.
Wait, are you going up the neck as in left to right or right to left?
Up the neck is where you make higher notes, so you're going to your right.
I don't solo, so I don't know.
That's fact.
Speaking of someone who purchases expensive shit and doesn't use it right, I mean, I don't buy expensive shit to say, but
I mean, James Taylor didn't solo. Look at him.
yeah, but James Taylor's
So
a fucking freak of nature, man.
that's what they named the guitar after, right?
No, I think it was Taylor Swift.
That was a joke. Oh. Oh, that hurts even more. Yeah.
Well, shall we bust a nut?
Has it been time yet? I didn't even check what time we
I don't
we
either.
started. And also, you said bust a nut.
Yeah, I know. It's an energy bar
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm down. I'm hungry.
with like a lot of pussy. Busted a nut bars.
Yeah, we should probably definitely cut it.
Tropic Thunder? No. No Tropic Thunder. Satan's,
We're done.
Satan's Alley.
We're done. Have a good night. Bye. G's getting wild.
I'm the dude disguised as the dude. Oh, who's playing the dude disguised as another dude? I love that he's actually